Hi there, Starscream here with a bit of a cold. Yes, it's maybe of not, great interest to you, but it's really starting to, tick me off. My voice will seem like this irritating, monotonous tone. Yes, I know you lot are thinking there's no difference from usual, but, it sounds like I'm smoking 40 a day at the moment, doesn't it? Anyway, we won't talk about that. Another thing we will talk about is my poor phone. Look what happened to it. Don't know if you can see it. It got run over. It's not going to be quite the same again, unfortunately. And you know what I did? I stored all the phone numbers onto the phone, not the SIM card, so I can't get hold of any of the numbers, can I? What an idiot. Ugh. What can I do, eh? Right. Transformer, yes. What is this guy? It's Soundwave. Interesting little story. Same thing happened to somebody else. Went to Argos. They had two Transformers. One was Soundwave and one was Bumblebee, So it didn't take me more than, not even minus of a millionth of a second to work out which one I was going to buy. It was going to be Soundwave. Obviously, because he's in my hand, pointing out the bleeding obvious. I'm pretty good at that. And I'm not a big fan of Bumblebee. I've got like 1 million Bumblebees now. I do not want any more Bumblebees. Alright, but I did want another Soundwave. And here he is. And he's weird. In the show, now, stop me if I'm wrong, which, I'm usually wrong and get stopped quite a lot, obviously. I don't think he ever talks, does he? I know Soundwave, wasn't the chattiest, most charismatic kind of guy, was he? But, at least he spoke. This guy just stares. Man, he's flipping scary, actually. So, let's take a look at the head moulding, shall we? The character, as you know, is just weird. And as far as I know, I was up to it. I think it was up to the episode of Orion Pax. I think he's taken over command of the Decepticons. Don't quote me on that, because I can't remember. Right. The head moulding is very, very good representation, as I usually say, when something represents something very well, of the show. But I've got some reservations with it. You see the black visor there. Now, wouldn't that, you would think, be a great, way of getting some light piping? That whole visor could have had a hole at the top there, and it would light up, and that would look great. I know it maybe doesn't in the show, but as a toy, that would look great. It doesn't, it's just painted black plastic, so I'm kind of disappointed on that one, actually. And, well, he's got a tendency to not stand up because of his feet. Now, you can try for ages. There's two problems with his feet, actually. One is that he doesn't stand up very well because they keep moving, looks like that. So, it's like he's trying to stand on the water or something, or a constantly moving platform. Most frustrating. And this, we've got his little landing gear for his alt mode. And you push it up and it goes down, and you push it up and it goes down, you push it up and it goes down, you push it up and it goes down. When you try and stand him up, that's always like that. So it never goes that way, it always goes that way, and he keeps falling over. Oh, frustrating as hell. So you're trying to balance him on the shelf, and crap, he's falling over again. Oh man. Other than that, let's take a look at other than bit aside. I like his long arms, a bit like a monkey. Monkey. A bit like Soundwave. Soundwave? I mean Wheeljack, never mind. So, well, actually, Wheeljack could learn a lot from a guy with arms like that. Man. And, yes, the natty little bit is we do have Laserbeak here, which I've got to say I'm a bit disappointed about. He makes a great chest plate, but he ain't got a head. Unless I've done something wrong here. Let me have a look. No, he don't have a head. So, Laserbeak's alright, but he's got no head. I'm sure there's a reason for it. He can hold him in his arm, like this. Oh. Right, let's try that again. He can hold him in his very weird, plasticky, flimsy, handy thingies. Like that, which looks okay, doesn't it? Hey man, get off my hand! But his hands are weird, look. Not only does he have a whacking great hole in the middle for putting Laserbeak in, he's only got these, little skeleton fingers. I suppose they work. I mean, he looks like he's a bat more than, ooh. That would work, actually, if you consider that Laserbeak is... I don't know what Laserbeak is. Let's call Laserbeak a bat then for the time being, and then Soundwave can be a bat too, and then that makes kind of sense, and I can't get that bit back in there. And without it, he does look a bit daft, doesn't he? All the things aside, though, I do like the toy. Just state there. The plastic's quite nice, and the colour's quite nice. I'm not going any more detail of that. But, yeah, he's all around not a bad toy. He does have an alt mode. I suppose I'm going to have to try and transform him to give you some idea. Give me an hour. And there we go. You know what? Surprisingly quick to transform. Now, I don't know what this is meant for. I know it's meant to be a plane. Yeah, I know it's not a car. But I'm not sure if it's meant to be a real plane or not. And I suppose if it is meant to be a real plane, it's an American plane. Damn you Americans and your planes. We used to have planes. I think the newest plane that we got is a Spitfire and it doesn't fly anymore. Never mind. But it may not be meant to be an American plane. It may just meant to be a futuristic Cybertronian plane for carrying people. Why would it? No, never mind, I don't care. It's quite nice. It's got a huge wingspan. Man, look, the wingspan's bigger than the actual body of the plane. That's bizarre. I'm going to stop being a smart ass for a minute. Yeah, the wings aren't meant to have the hands, okay? Because no one is going to point out, what the hell are you doing, mate? The hands are supposed to... Yes, I just suddenly had a look underneath and they fit round and then he looks a little bit more normal like a plane. So yeah, I was being a smart ass and that's how you transform him, but he still looks like he could be an X. Okay, even more so now with the hands folding in underneath. But yes, he's not meant to have his hands out so he can grab things. So yes, my bad. At least I realised it before I actually uploaded it. So now I don't look like such a moron as usual. So there. Looks like a big X, doesn't it? You know, you could play noughts and crosses with this guy if you wanted. You know, you could stop vampires. But other than that, you know, it's not a bad looking plane, I suppose. The end looks a bit like, we won't go down that route if you don't mind. And Laserbeak sits on top there quite happy again. He has to sit on the top of him here because he's got no head, so he doesn't know where he's going. So I suppose that makes sense. I think Laserbeak, let me just have a little look at this. One moment. See, Laserbeak moves... The wings move round on it, and actually, you know what? Maybe that's meant to be his head, look. It looks like a... Yeah, you know, maybe that's meant to be the head. Looks like a little prick to me, but I don't know. Did that... Or would that look... Oh, I don't know. It's meant to do something. Transform... I'm just not sure what it's meant to transform into. But Laserbeak is down there. This is Soundwave. I've really got to cut out the smoking. Ugh. Oh, blimey. It's costing a fortune anyway. But yeah, he's not looking too bad, is he? So, what would I say about this guy? Is he worth getting? Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you why it's even better. Look, he's got hands on the end of the wing, so he's just flying along there, you know, and he's just flying along. He just grabs something like that, and he's just off with it, you know. That's handy, isn't it? Go for a drive-through, you know. I'll have a couple of burgers. There we go. Fine. You know, I'm just saying, alright, you could do that if you had hands on the end of your wings. If you were a plane, that is. And if you're not a plane, you still got hands. I don't know where I'm going with that. Anyway, this is Soundwave, not Laserbeak, and he definitely is recommended to get. He's great, actually. It's just you've got to try and pose him right, and watch that little wheel at the bottom. Here it is. See that little scummy wheel there? It doesn't even hold his weight when he's on plane mode anyway. But planes aren't meant to be landed; they're meant to be flown. So I'll just do this all day. I have got better things to do than that. So A1 to look out for. I think that's it, actually. I have a Megatron review as well, which I may put up first. It's of Megatron Prime, or I may put it up after. So what I'm saying now may be irrelevant if I put it up first, but if I don't, you know what? I'll leave you to work it out. Take care, guys. See you out there.
This world, before your journey begins underground, not before we connect.